the use of RFLPs in physical maps. A few lectures back, we studied that RFLPs, it is very important technique to study the polymorphic differences between the DNA of individuals. So, as you know, it stands for restriction fragment length polymorphism, and it exploits the polymorphic differences or sequence variations within the genome. जैसा कि हमने डिस्कस किया था कि most of the human genome may be around 99.9% it is similar, and only 1% of the genome it is different. And this 1% difference, it can be exploited to study, one can say that polymorphism, because if 0.1% differences are there, so the restriction target sites, they will be affected, okay, from one individual to another individual due to 0.1% variation. Restriction sites for the enzymes, they will be different. So when we will digest the DNA, we will get different patterns on the gel electrophoresis. So different type of bands, they will be separated on the basis of their length, because now enzyme will target at different locations. Suppose the individual one is there, and we have digested its genomic DNA with EQR1, it will give a different pattern, and due to 0.1%, if we will digest next individual, जैसे कि मैंने बताया कि 0.1% डिफरेंस होगा नेक्स्ट इंडिविजुअल के जीनोम में, तो उसका जो बैंडिंग पैटर्न है या फ्रैगमेंट की लेंथ जो है बाय यूजिंग सेम रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम वो डिफरेंट आएगी. तो ये जो डिफरेंसेस हैं फ्रैगमेंट्स में, हम ये रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं बाय द जेल इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस. तो इस तरह के जो टेक्निक्स हैं या फ्रैगमेंट्स हैं लाइक RFLPs, they were the first one to be used in physical mappings. तो ये टेक्निक फर्स्ट टाइम जो है it was introduced around 1918 by Botstein and his co-workers, and he exploits the DNA probes for this purpose. So he suggested that DNA probes, they can bind with the complementary sites in the restriction fragments, and then we can map the genomes. So this RFLP techniques, it exploits number one that loss in the restriction enzyme site due to the base substitution, कि कोई base substitute हो गई है, तो एक जो restriction site जो पहले थी वो ख़त्म हो गई है, तो उस वेरिएशन पैटर्न को ये एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकता है RFLP टेक्निक. इसके अलावा कोई एडिशन होगी है या डिलीशन होगी है, उससे भी पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म आएगी, या जो मैक्रोसैटेलाइट DNA है उनमें जो वेरिएशन है उसको भी स्टडी किया जा सकता है बाय यूजिंग RFLP टेक्निक. So here, for example, we have two genes or segments of the DNA. First one, it is the normal, and it is indicated by the presence of 3 restriction sites here, and somehow the genotype is affected due to certain mutations, base substitutions, addition of DNA or deletion of DNA, so that one site it is here lost, so that in this case the number of fragments that will be produced is different, and in lower case it will be different, so that we can exploit such variations to study the locations of different genes. This diagram are outline that how polymorphic situations they can be exploited. Suppose here we have a chromosomal DNA, like here it is indicated as the suspect 1 here, and then it is digested with restriction enzyme so that we have variety of fragments, and then in the next diagram it is mentioned here that these fragments they can be separated on the gel from different sources. Like I told you earlier that this RFLPs, it can be used to find some cases or witnesses in forensic biology where we can suspect the victims are certain criminals by studying or comparing their DNA binding patterns. So here this DNA fingerprinting technique, it has been used in forensic biology, but it is also a very important technique to study the pattern or arrangement of genes on the chromosome.